Hi, thank you for joining us today. This is a mock session for cognitive behavioral therapy. It is not a real session, and what we are going to work on is anxiety and thought records. So, like I said, this is a mock session. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Tell me what's been happening since last time we saw each other.
Just a lot of family issues.
Did the anxiety techniques work?
In class they did. Haven't really been thinking about it. Hasn't come to mind in outside situations because...
We focused on school.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. At least you realize the difference. And, I mean, yes, the techniques I gave you can be used outside. Can you give me an idea of what's going on?
A lot of arguing between sisters and my dad, causing me and my closest sister to split apart some.
Okay. Why? Explain.
It's just she older sisters just saying stuff that probably hasn't been said.
Is this the one that is having drug issues?
Yes.
Okay. Is she still using?
I do believe so, yes.
So maybe that's part of the problem?
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay. So when you say that it has caused some issues between you and your closest sibling, I know you don't live together, so go into some more detail for me there if you don't mind. And if you do, we'll go on to a different subject.
It's just with her saying, what Michaela, which is her name, she's just saying things that she's feeling and what she's been saying, and when I talk to her, it's not what she's been saying. So, I mean, we've been pretty distant and not talking as much on the phone as we used to.
And how do you react to that?
It's just upset because that was my closest sibling.
Okay, but are you the type of person that attacks, or are you the type of person that withdraws?
Withdrawals.
So you hold it all in?
Yes.
Okay. Which causes you to have a anxiety attack. All right, so you know that's a trigger.
Yes.
Okay, so what could I do to make it a little easier?
I don't know anything.
Anything. Okay. Have you tried talking to your sister?
No.
Why?
I haven't wanted to bring it up.
That withdrawal thing, or you're afraid of fighting?
I'm afraid of fighting.
You know she's going to love you anyway. And you're how many miles apart?
A lot. 12 hours.
Does that make it easier or worse?
Makes it easier because I'm not having to see her every day.
Okay. Has anything happened with your mom? I know the last time we talked, she really hasn't been open to being cordial with you. I mean, she talks to you, but it's not the way you wanted it.
Yeah, it's still the same. I actually haven't been talking to her. Haven't wanted to start a conversation because it's the first thing I know is what she's going to say is when you coming home.
Okay. And you're still happy with your dad?
Yes.
And you're sure about that?
Yes.
I mean, I see it. I hear it. Your body posture, everything is very positive and very matter of fact. So, as long as that's the case, the only thing you can do is keep doing what you're doing. Making the attempt, and if it doesn't do anything, then you do it again later.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the situation you mentioned was an argument with your sister about your other sister saying things that were not accurate. Okay, so I want to show you another anxiety tool that you can use in your journal. You can use at home. You can use at school. You can pretty well take it anywhere.
Yeah.
You just have to draw it out. And I've already drawn yours out today because I wanted to make sure that we had time to talk about it, okay? So when you do a situational journal, it's actually called a dysfunctional thought journal, okay? And the anxiety part that makes you feel so negative is what is the dysfunctional part, okay?
Yeah.
It's not that you're dysfunctional. Let me clarify that. But if you look at the piece of paper that I did for you, even did it in pink to make it a little easier and a little more fun. But you have the situation, you have the feelings. The automatic thoughts are the negative thoughts.
Yeah.
And then you have the opportunity to give a rational response. What's really going to happen? I mean, weird things happen all the time, and sometimes you may not have this rational response because this automatic thought may be accurate.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be the case, okay? So, the situation you gave me was you and your sister are fighting
Yeah.
over things that the other sister believes to have been said that were not.
Mhm.
Okay? So, on situation, we could put sister fighting over negative things. Okay? And is that accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what are your feelings? When this happens, what are your feelings?
Upset.
Okay.
Sometimes angry.
Okay. What else?
Just,
Sad,
yeah.
panicked. How does your body feel at this point?
Just doesn't feel like I'm there.
Okay. Last time you talked about clenching your teeth and the physical response to the anxiety. Does any of that happen here?
And I just get really tired.
Okay. You're a teenager. You're supposed to be tired. Supposed to eat a lot too, and I see you don't. Okay, so if we take these feelings from this situation, we get negative automatic thoughts. What are your negative thoughts about this?
That if I talk to her about what's going on, it's just she's gonna take sides and we're gonna fight about it.
We'll make her take sides. Okay. We will fight. What else? What other thoughts go through your head with this with your sister?
That's really it.
Okay.
I don't want to fight with her.
All right. Well, now let me ask you, how could we take this situation, these feelings, these negative automatic thoughts, and make a positive, rational response? If you have time to do it before you end up fighting. You see what I'm saying? So, what do you think would really happen when you finally sit down with your sister?
Me and her talk it through, and we realize, we're still good, and that nothing's really wrong.
Do you possibly realize that it didn't hurt your relationship at all? So there was no harm. So when you look at this situation with these feelings, these negative thoughts, how do you feel about the actuality of this after you've been through all these 3 steps?
A lot better than what I'm making it out to be.
How does it make you feel when you say that?
Better.
Okay. What I'm trying to make you realize is this is okay, but this is better. It makes you relax. It helps you think things through. You can breathe. You don't feel so tense or tired, or you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to get you to do is focus your triggers, which we talked about those last time,
Yeah.
before you go through these stages. If you know you're about to get on the phone with your sister, whatever you can do to relax, small meditation, listen to music, something like what we had discussed, so that you get to hear first.
Mhm.
What do you think?
It's a lot better than what I was thinking.
How could you have used this last week when we spoke instead of my doing the one that helped you so much in school? Would this have been better?
Yes.
Why?
Because if just when it comes to stressing out about the teachers and stuff, instead of thinking, this is going to happen, what really would have happened.
Okay. So maybe you could apply it to your assignments as well when you get that overwhelmed feeling. I think we talked about a math program you do online that causes you a great deal of grief. What other step would you need? Is there something in here missing for you, or does this cover everything for you?
That covers it pretty much.
Okay. If you had to fill this out on your own, do you feel comfortable?
Yes.
Is there anything that causes you any confusion?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward.
In regards to your sister, now that we've done this and you see what the positive outcome could be, all right? And more than likely, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you guys are, what, 18 months apart?
Yeah.
So you're close in age. You think alike. Same amount of hormones. The same sports ethic. You know, take a chance. If I could tell you to do anything for homework, it would be take the risk for yourself to prove this part to you. Because I bet you she's feeling these 3 things as well. Or at least similar to it.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's going through your mind?
Nothing.
Nothing? You're good?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about today? Before we go over this, or unless you feel comfortable with this and you think you can reproduce it easy enough?
Nothing that I can think of right now.
How do you feel about the tears? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
They come easy, don't they? You know why? Because you hold them in. Step by step. It's something that we can work on. And these records are just for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to show them to me. You don't have to share them with anybody. This is something that, like I said, put it in your diary. You'd be amazed how many thoughts you come up with when you're trying to write in your diary. It doesn't matter if you draw pictures. Maybe you don't want to write the words. Maybe you just want to draw the pictures. Draw them out. Make this work for Melody. Okay? Well, I think what we're going to do is give you some time to dwell on this one. We're going to cut our session short today. And if you need me, you know how to reach me.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make an appointment for week after next because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yeah.
And all of that, getting you just before just as you go back to school, before you get out for Christmas. Okay? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
All right. Good.